In the land of Canaan, a young man named Joseph lived with his father, Jacob, and his 11 brothers. Joseph was Jacob's favorite son, and as a sign of his love, Jacob gave him a beautiful coat of many colors. But this favoritism stirred jealousy among his brothers. Their envy deepened when Joseph shared his dreams, visions in which his brothers bowed before him. One day, as Joseph approached his brothers in the fields, they conspired against him. Seizing him, they stripped him of his coat and cast him into a dry pit. Some wanted to kill him, but Reuben, the eldest, convinced them to spare his life. Instead, they sold him to a caravan of Ishmaelite traders who took him to Egypt. To deceive their father, they dipped Joseph's coat in goat's blood, making it appear as if he had been slain by a wild animal. Jacob mourned bitterly, believing his beloved son was dead. In Egypt, Joseph was sold to Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh. Though a slave, Joseph remained faithful to God, and his integrity earned him Potiphar's trust. Soon, he was placed in charge of Potiphar's entire household. However, Potiphar's wife, infatuated with Joseph, sought to seduce him. When he resisted, she falsely accused him of wrongdoing, and he was cast into prison. Even in prison, God was with Joseph. His wisdom and ability to interpret dreams became known, and he gained favor with the prison warden. One day, 2 of Pharaoh's servants, the cupbearer and the baker, were imprisoned. Both had troubling dreams, and Joseph interpreted them. He foretold that the cupbearer would be restored to his position, while the baker would be executed. Joseph pleaded with the cupbearer to remember him, but once restored, he forgot. 2 years passed, and Pharaoh had a dream that no one could interpret. Only then did the cupbearer recall Joseph. Brought before Pharaoh, Joseph interpreted the dream. 7 years of plenty would be followed by 7 years of famine. Impressed, Pharaoh appointed Joseph as governor over Egypt, second only to himself. Joseph oversaw the storage of grain during the years of abundance, preparing for the coming famine. When famine struck, it spread beyond Egypt, reaching Canaan. Jacob sent his sons to Egypt to buy grain, unaware that Joseph governed the land. When the brothers arrived, they bowed before Joseph, unknowingly fulfilling his childhood dream. Recognizing them, Joseph concealed his identity and tested their hearts. He accused them of being spies and demanded they bring their youngest brother, Benjamin, as proof of their honesty. The brothers returned to Canaan and convinced Jacob, with great reluctance, to let Benjamin go. When they arrived back in Egypt, Joseph arranged a feast for them, but secretly placed his silver cup in Benjamin's sack. As they departed, soldiers stopped them, and Benjamin was accused of theft. In distress, Judah offered himself as a substitute, proving that the brothers had changed. Overcome with emotion, Joseph revealed his identity. "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into slavery," he said. "Do not be afraid. What you meant for evil, God used for good, to save many lives." He embraced his brothers, and they wept together. Joseph sent for his father, and Jacob rejoiced to learn his son was alive. The entire family moved to Egypt, settling in the land of Goshen. There, they prospered under Joseph's protection. Joseph's story became a testament to faith, forgiveness, and divine providence. Though he endured betrayal and hardship, he remained steadfast, and God's plan prevailed. His journey from slave to ruler demonstrated that even in the darkest times, God is working for a greater purpose. And so, through Joseph's life, the power of redemption and reconciliation was revealed to generations to come.